Okay, Aaron, this is from last week. Now, this actually is from 2 weeks ago, and you can see how you're kind of letting your, if you go back and look at this, you kind of see how you're letting your elbow on your left arm come too far, and right here we're seeing where you're working on trying to keep that elbow back and get your arms going straight, your your wrist going straight towards the pitcher instead of just kind of letting your, um, it's like you're taking the front of your fist towards the pitcher versus the bottom part of your fist, and it makes a big difference in how much harder you hit the ball. The thing of it is, you have to be on time. You have to start early. You have to start at the correct time to get your foot down at that point. So you're doing much better if you go back and look at the videos that we've done in the past and look and see. You're definitely getting your hips started a little bit early, and then your hands follow. So it's always going to be hips and then your hands. So if you watch, you'll see your hips start to rotate and your hands are lagging behind, and that's perfect. And you see what kind of extension you're getting right there. And if you look at last year's video or any of the other videos, you'll see you're not getting near this kind of extension. So we also wanted to show you, just to make sure you understand, when you need to begin breathing and getting your foot engaged, getting your load engaged, because you have to you can't start until the pitcher starts. So when do you start? Typically it's when the hand goes back behind the pitcher, and the more consistent you are with that, the better you're going to be. Now, you're not getting that bat head out by just pushing your wrist forward like we were talking about towards the end of the lesson, and you really start to get it. Your left hand's on top, and you've really got to push that thumb towards the pitcher. And it's something you've been working on and will continue working on. Got to get the bat head out. You can have an approach or you can have a plan to be aggressive, but if you don't get the bat head out there, it doesn't matter. So you got to start on time and get that heel down. Making an adjustment. Now, right here I ask you to make an adjustment, or a little bit later on, ask you to make an adjustment to turn that back foot towards the plate. Turn that toe a little more towards the plate so that you can start you don't have to go quite as far with your backside. You did a good job of keeping it there, and you started making better contact. You're going to get the bat head out better and quicker that way. It's just going to give you more confidence, especially if you face a guy throwing really hard. You have to make adjustments. Okay, now right there, that's just another common little thing, that when you get your elbow in front of your hip, it just makes it a little bit harder for you to be consistent in squaring the ball up. Make some good adjustments here, and go back and look at this video, and I think you'll start to see you're making better adjustments.